Now let's take a look at an invisible organ of the medical service, a key part of Taiwan's response to COVID-19. Medical lab scientists perform diagnostic tests to determine if patients have the disease.
Since the pandemic began, their workload has gone through the roof. Every day, hundreds of samples of potential coronavirus cases come into their laboratories. And after hours of work, these highly trained scientists can tell the individual if they have the virus or not. When suspected cases go up, like after the tomb sweeping festival, the team is inundated with samples to process.
Dressed in full protective gear with 2 pairs of gloves on, these lab scientists analyze samples. With no knowing which might contain COVID-19, they're careful with every one. Many of us would balk at going in a room with infectious disease samples, but they're in close quarters with numerous pathogens every day.
We deal with the COVID-19 samples first because we're under time pressure. There's pressure from the clinicians too about how they should treat the different patients. So we all have lots of work to do and it's very stressful.
He Shuyuan leads the lab scientists team at National Taiwan University Hospital. She's been a lab scientist herself for over 20 years. Since the pandemic began in January, the team has been hard at work handling samples. It takes 4 hours to do an RNA sequence analysis on one sample. 3 rounds are carried out each day, which means 12 hours in the lab. Sometimes there are analyses going on for 24 hours straight. After the tomb sweeping festival, they were swamped with samples.
We were doing an average of 120 samples a day. It went up to almost 250. Everyone was in the lab for 2 or 3 extra hours a day. No one takes time off. When we finally finish and go home, we're exhausted. We just go straight to bed. None of my colleagues took time off for Lunar New Year. Everyone was taking turns to come into the lab. We were here all 5 days of the New Year holiday from 8 or 9 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m.
There are more than 3,000 medical lab scientists in Taiwan, and they're a vital part of the mobilization of the health service to handle COVID-19. Their incredible dedication means that testing can be quick and effective and helps keep Taiwan safe.